Hey guys, welcome back. It's Leah Moore here, your social media or your social selling alchemist and your attraction marketing techie, your curlologist, and all around good girl wearing all sorts of hats. Guys, I have decided tonight that I really want to talk. Oh my gosh, I just realized it completely deleted my title for tonight. So I'm gonna have to go back in it and change my title for tonight. But I wanted to talk about how I have chosen to approach my business and how I've chosen to become an agent of change and to expand my influence in hope that I can help you expand yours as well. So guys, thanks for joining me tonight. If you're catching me on the replay, please drop replay down in the comments. If you're catching me live, hello. Thank you for joining me. Drop hello down below. I'd love to know that you're here, to give you guys a shout out, and definitely really talk to you guys tonight. Hey, Jade, so you're going to love this because I'm going to talk about a principle of Huna tonight, Jade. I know that you're actually going to love this because you are all about it. So don't kill me, girl, because I am going to go ahead and use some of my my Hawaiian skills here. Aloha, and I'm gonna use. I am not Hawaiian by nature, but I am a hula preservationist. So for those of you who don't know me very well, I am actually a hula dancer and a hula teacher, and very much a cultural preservationist. I've always been a very culturally oriented individual, and so I am going to talk about extending your influence. So it is Ukali'i kapua ona ona I kamau. So the statement is, tiny is the flower, yet it scents the grass around it. So if you really think about that statement, it is extremely powerful. So some of my favorite flowers that I love, specifically being in Hawaiian culture, it's actually not a Hawaiian flower, it's actually an Indian flower, is jasmine. Jasmine has such a beautiful scent. It's such a tiny, itty bitty flower, and yet the fragrance of it is so impactful, is so powerful. But at the same time, it's also very timely. So this principle talks about how we have, it doesn't matter how big or how small we are, how much of an impact we have, doesn't matter how much education we have, it doesn't matter how much knowledge we have, it is a presence that we bring to anything that we're working on, anything that we do, that is truly the impact that we have in the world. And that we can time it. We can actually expand our influence. If you think about flowers, if you go and you smell, different flowers at different times of the day, sometimes they're more impactful. You smell them and they're really, really fragrant. And then you might go the next morning and smell the exact same flower and it doesn't have that same fragrance. So fragrances attract people. Fragrances attract things. They actually emit for a reason. They're not just emitting because they're flowers and they want to just, have a scent. They actually are doing it to attract the people or attract the things, the humans, the animals, the bees, the birds that they want around them. And it's so amazing when you think about the fact that you individually are a flower in this entire universe, and that you have the ability to influence. We can't change how people think. We can't change what people do, but we have the ability to influence by the energy that we put off, by the aroma that we send out, by the energy that we exude. And I am absolutely loving this thought. This is something I was looking for something to talk about tonight, and I was going back through some of my old notes, and I found this. I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. It's the thoughts that we have that encourage us, and our awareness and happiness. And the fact that we can't necessarily change people. I want to get into some of these because these are awesome. So if flowers emitting their perfume are on purpose, they're influencing specific animals to come and help them to pollinate each other. So in the same sense, I have people ask me why, sorry guys, I think that my scarf here is getting all in my lipstick, but I have people asking me, they're like, hey, I know you sell a hair care product, you're part of a network marketing company, why the heck do you talk about all this crazy leadership stuff? Why do you talk about all of this crazy energy stuff? What does this have to do with your business? Well, it has everything to do with my business, because my business isn't schlepping shampoo. My business isn't, teaching people how to wash their hair or how to have better curls. Yes, I've done that. That's part of what I do, but part of what my business allows me to do is to be an agent of change, to provide a platform for other people to change their lives, to impact other people's finances, to impact other people's legacies, to impact other people's confidence levels, to give them, to attract them to the aroma, to the scent, to the fragrance that we have that's allowing them to, create change in their life, to be a change agent in other people's lives as well. So that is why I talk about all of these things, because this is my little perfume that I'm able to put out into the world to make an impact, to make a change. I'm able to truly impact even as tiny, if you take the tiny metaphorical flowers, if you think about yourself as a tiny metaphorical flower, sorry, and any of the conscious intentions that we have, those loving thoughts that we have, anytime that we do that, we're spreading seeds for other people. If you were here with me last night, I was talking about T.D. Jakes and how he says that the seeds are ingrained in us. We come to this earth with the seeds. We come born with certain seeds that are built into us internally. And when we spread our aroma, when we spread our positive vibes, our thoughts to other people, we're actually not planting seeds. We're actually spreading fertilizer. We're giving people the ability to grow into who they should be developing as. We are encouraging, we're giving them the soil in which they can grow and expand. And that's what I choose to be. I choose to be a change agent. I choose to use my business to be able to be used for other people's goods. It's not all about what I can do for myself. That is one of the beautiful things about the type of industry that I work in, is that by building other people, by helping other people to explode who they are, to grow and to nurture and develop and personally grow into what they are intended to be here for, I am able to do so much more than help myself. And I love the fact that I'm in this kind of industry, and I'm not in an industry that's a cutthroat industry. I'm not in an industry that requires me to step on other people's backs to get to where I want to be. And yet instead I can be that small change agent, that small delicate fragrance that just allows people to become better them. Yeah? So if one tiny flower can scent the grass, right? Then a scent of a million tiny flowers can be carried around the world and to the far corners of the world. Is that just like an amazing thought? I absolutely love that thought. So if you want to extend your influence, if you're ready to put out your positive vibes, I'm going to give you guys a way to do that. And this is a really, really simple practice that you can add into your day. The most important thing is that you're somehow connected to nature. So whether you're out walking, whether you're sitting outside, whether you're in the grass, believe it or not, I was watching tonight I was watching, or actually last night I was watching this mini documentary on grounding. If anybody's ever seen it, it was actually, I kind of posted it on my wall here at last night, but grounding and how just being in contact with the earth, and how because we have rubber-soled shoes, we've disconnected from the earth, and then we live in houses that were disconnected from the earth. Well, when we ground ourselves and we reconnect with the earth, how we can actually heal. And so again, this is kind of where being connected to the earth is really super important. So this is just a very, very simple practice that you can incorporate into any part of your day, just making sure that you're a part of some sort of element. So one, you want to imagine that you are that flower. So I talked about how personally for me, I'm a jasmine flower. And if you have the scent, so I actually have jasmine essential oil that I love to carry around with me. It's one of my my favorite scents in the world. It's just such a luxury scent. So if you have that connection to that scent, it's even better. But if you can just imagine yourself as that flower and really, you know, getting that aroma, that feeling around you, the moment you decide who, or, you know, then take a moment to decide who or what you want to send your perfume to. You know, and for what purpose? Are you sending it to leaders that you are around that need some additional support in their life? Are you sending it to agents of change? You're sending it to your friends? You're sending it to family? Whomever you're sending it to, and for what purpose you want to send this? You want to emit this energy to them. And so then what you're going to do is you're going to send your perfume out into the air and imagine that it's going where you want it to go and doing what you want it to do. And you can affirm, you know, and you can end by affirming that this is a fact you know, in your own way. So however you choose to close it out, so be it. Amen. You know, however you feel closure to that. But you grab this entire presence. So for me personally, when I'm emitting this, a lot of times I do this during my meditations in the morning. As many of you know, I'm a Kundalini yogi, and I love doing my meditations in the morning. And so part of my meditations a lot of times is sending, you know, support, or sending love, or sending healing. So my flower could be, for the day, it could be a healing to somebody that I know that's hurting, or it could be a financial support. But essentially, I'm able to use all of my energy towards giving to other people. And in return, that expands my influence. So it's not something we have to do. It's not something we have to force. In fact, trying to expand our influence in a forceful way isn't working anymore. If you've ever noticed, you know, if you really try to force somebody to want to be around you, they're less likely to want to be around you. When you attract people to you because you are emitting an energy, or emitting your floral fragrance that they are just attracted to naturally, they're going to want to be around you. And they're going to want to be in line with you and do the things that you're doing and learn from you. And that's ultimately what I'm here for. That's ultimately what I'm doing, and it's ultimately why I share the way I share. This is the reason why I do what I want. And the great thing is though, you know, I'm able to attract the people who are part of my business, that are supposed to be a part of my business. I'm not looking for, you know, the individual who wants to hustle in a very negative sense. I'm looking for those people who are balanced in their, you know, philosophies and their understandings of how to work, and be able to emit this kind of energy in the kind of work that they do as well. And then at the same time, of course, I love being able to help my hair care girls. You know, that's something that's also part of my business. But I don't take my business for granted. I don't take it as a salesmanship job. Or in a sense, if my salesmanship is, it's a selling of my fragrance, of the aura that I have, and the energy that I have for the rest of the world, and how I can actually exude more energy to help other people, how I can fertilize and grow people into leaders, grow people into the people that they're intended to be here for, and not keep them hidden in a box, not keep them, you know, confined. So there you go, guys. That's it. It was a really kind of a short one tonight. I didn't want to get too lengthy, but I wanted to share that thought with you. And I'd love to hear what you think about it. I can see, yes, just reaching out and touching trees, Erin. That's awesome. Grounding is amazing. It is so important. Yes, Virginia, grounding exercises, you know, even just sometimes just grounding, even when you're inside, just bringing yourself back to yourself, because a lot of times we're so segmented, we're all over the place. And so sometimes just bringing all of our energy back into ourselves so that we can be present. And this is something else that I really feel is something we should talk about in an upcoming day, maybe in the next couple weeks, is really being present, because being present is one of those things that really truly is impactful. And it's something that I think personally in our day and age, have a very hard time doing. We are so fragmented. Part of us is over here on social media. Part of us is here with our children. Part of us is here with our business or our work. Part of us is here with our partners or our spouses. We just aren't able to bring all of our energy back to ourselves. So I think grounding might be another one. And if anybody's interested, I would love to lead you guys through a grounding practice, or maybe, you know, a short meditation. That might be if something that's interested, let me know. Drop, you know, grounding meditation or meditation down below in the comments. And I'd be happy to share one of my favorites with you guys as well. But needless to say, thank you guys all for joining me. If you caught me on the replay, drop a replay down in the comments. Let me know that you were here. Thank you all of you who joined me live tonight. And if you did find some value in anything that you heard this evening, please do me a favor and share this out. Because again, part of business is word of mouth. And being able to be referred to your networks is truly something that I honor and I cherish greatly, because I don't take that for granted. It is something that I'm very guarded with as well, and I do appreciate it when you share that information with other people. So guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.